All right, boys, I've been quiet about this whole thing, but right now we're going to talk about the Dodge Daytona EV from a Hellcat Red Eye owner's perspective. Let's jump into it. Let's go. All right, ladies and gents, we're going to speak specifically from an aspect of data, the data that I have about the performance of this car specifically. So we all know that the new EV Charger Daytonas have come out and they've been getting absolutely crucified in the media, specifically automotive media. That being said, I have seen the car, I've been next to the car, but I haven't actually driven the car myself. So I'm not gonna speak about the car, the feel, the experience, the drivability. We're not gonna talk about none of that. What we're gonna talk about is the things that I'm into, which is performance. And if this vehicle is a performance value or not. So to do that, we're going to review some drag passes that happen on the Wheels YouTube channel, where they showed a Tesla EV versus the Charger Daytona. Take a look.
We got 68. All right, guys, we'll be back at it with. That's the first thing we told. Taking the badging off the side of the car and put it. No, I was in the pits with them earlier. I like it. Right on that.
All right, so you guys saw the Charger lose. That being said, that race was down to reaction, so either one could have really won. Doesn't really matter. What I want you guys to take away with is the fact that the car went a 12.8 at 111 mile an hour. So this is the RT version of that vehicle. The thing is, I don't know if it's a stage 2 or not. So therefore, I can't say if this is the performance variant or the regular one. That being said, 12.8, under 13 seconds for what is the base model isn't bad. It's better than I thought that it would be. Second run. Hi, Jonah. Second run, 12.9, seemed like it spun a little bit, but also at 111. But if we look at that compared to a current Charger gas-powered RT, those run closer to 13.6 to 13.8. So pretty big difference between the two. A second faster is a big difference. Now, what's also a big difference is the price point, but we'll get back to that later. If you guys hear my kids in the back, it's because they're here with me. Scat Pack, oh my Lord. Honey, I need like 10 minutes. That's it. So the second set of data that we do have on the Charger Scat Pack EV is from Demonology. Demonology actually ran his Draggy. I told him, I said, hey man, I know you're going to do this review, so do me a favor, run a Draggy on that car, take that with you. And he did. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to, the strip wasn't long enough to get a full quarter-mile pass out of it. But what we were able to see is what the car was able to do up until the 1,000 foot. So that's really good data, only 300 more feet. But looking at it, this car went to the 8th mile, a 7.8, and to the 1,000 foot, a 10.7. But he was out of it for a long time. So let's go based off of a 7.8.5 at 92 mile an hour. That tells me clearly that this is an 11-second vehicle. My estimate is somewhere around 11.7, maybe 11.6, 11.7. And I can tell you right now, in order to do that with a Scat Pack today, you need a drag radio and everything needs to work 10 like square in your favor. You need optimal conditions. Otherwise, it's a 12-second car. So therefore, I gotta say, if we gotta be honest, guys, from a performance aspect only, just a performance aspect, the Daytona EV is faster across the board. It is faster. The question is, do you care? That's what it comes down to. But not only is it going to be faster on the track, but it's also going to be way faster on the street, light to light. I think the RT would demolish a Scat Pack light to light, especially if that Scat Pack isn't on some sort of a drag radial or something like that. Even if it is, it's not going to be able to take off as fast as that all-wheel drive can. So given the weight of this vehicle, these numbers aren't bad. However, horsepower per dollar, it's not looking good. That being said, I must say, Dodge is aware of this. Their deals and incentives near me, leveraging my zip code, ultra low mileage lease, 7,500 miles a year, Charger RT, as we saw, the one run, 12-second pass, 12.8 for an example, would probably be realistically $5,000 out of pocket, or let's knock it down to $4,000 out of pocket. Take away 5,000, that would be about $100 more on at least 400. Take away another 1,500. You're probably looking at $4,000 pocket, about $650 a month. And on the Scat Pack, you'd be looking at, if you put down the same $4,000 out of pocket, you'd probably be looking at closer to $800 a month. So those are the numbers. That's what it is, guys. I didn't want to make this a long drawn out thing. I'm not going to give you an opinion about the car itself until I experience it fully for myself, until I fully drive the car and spend time with it. Just from a performance aspect, that's it. That's all I wanted to talk about. The performance numbers. These numbers are not bad. 11 seconds from the dealership, leave the dealership, pull out onto the street, put your draggy on. You're probably talking about 0 to 60. I'm not saying that Herman had the best conditions, and he also had a passenger in the car. So looking at that dusty road, I'm pretty sure this 0 to 60 can be improved on from 3.9 probably to about 3.7, somewhere around there. And ultimately, this car is going to go on to run, I would say, an 11-second quarter mile. And the RT runs a 12-second quarter mile. So, I mean, I don't know what else, you guys would want. Seeing that those car payment numbers, because of the lease special, 4K down, $650 a month, is not a big number to me. I don't, it's not for the level of trim that you're getting and the options that's in the car. Cars today are expensive. I don't know what to tell you. The average car payment today is close to $700 a month. So you're within the average of what new car payments are today. So the Scat Pack being $800 a month, that is a lot of money. I'm not gonna say that it's not $650, but cars are just expensive. What's the alternative? What are you getting instead? I guess you can get a Tesla, but then you have what everybody else has if you're into EVs. I'm not into EVs. So this car is not for me, regardless. I drive a Hellcat Red Eye. So in comparison to a Hellcat, both cars are dog piss slow. The Hellcat Red Eye you guys saw, I ran a 1037, full weight, everything in the car, with nothing but a tire change. So that is a whole nother level. I don't know how they're gonna get there with a car that weighs this much, right? This car is extremely heavy. So given those numbers, for it to run that fast is pretty impressive. But I don't know what the future is for Dodge, what it holds or where they're going. I just hope that they do something that would allow me to still be a fan of the new cars. Because as of right now, you guys know, I just purchased that Hellcat Red Eye. I could have easily purchased one of these EVs, and I did not, because it is not for me. I wouldn't buy any EV today, to be honest with you. So it's just not for me. And I think that's fair to say. And if it's not for you, it's not for you. But what we cannot do is deny the numbers. And the numbers recommend and suggest that they are much faster than its counterparts outgoing. Dude, a full second faster is not close at all. 111 mile an hour compared to, I think RTs do something around 104 to 106. That's not close. Like, that is not a close race at all. I think Scat Packs do 112, 113. So not a close race at all. I don't even know if Scat Packs do that much, to be honest with you, in a quarter mile. I'm a Hellcat guy. Well, I wouldn't really know, but conversely, my Hellcat Red Eye, when it ran at 1037, did 131 mile an hour in the trap. So huge difference. To the 8th mile, my Hellcat Red Eye runs 652 to the 8th. So huge difference. That being said, the Hellcat Red Eye that I have, sticker price, was jacked up from Stellantis in the first place at $92,000. And there weren't any lease deals back then. So if you paid $92,000, the lease payment on that car would have probably been something to the effect of $1,300 a month. So from $800 to $1,300 is also a really big gap. As a matter of fact, my payment today on that Red Eye is a good bit higher than $800, and I bought that car used. So that just goes to show you where car payments are today, and you gotta pay to play. I am excited for what is coming with these Hurricanes. I think that they're going to run similar numbers in the Hurricane, but it will be a gas-powered vehicle, and you will have that, and it'll be way more moddable and tunable to go way faster once they figure out how to unlock the ECUs. And once they unlock them, we will, for the first time in the Mopar community, be able to do what everybody else does. Tune, email tune, and a downpipe, and gain 120 horsepower. And then we're off to the races. Bye-bye Hellcat Red Eye for a guy with a turbo upgrade on a Hurricane with a fuel system. You know, a lot of mods, obviously, but it will be possible. The question is, how expensive will the car be? How heavy will it be? But that same powertrain in a much lighter car, who knows? Anyway, it's your boy Stefan here from Mod to Fame. I don't usually do these studio style videos, but I did this one for you because I felt it was important. I've been very quiet and I haven't said anything about the EV movement that Dodge put themselves on. But either way, if that's your thing, then there's a car for you. And not for nothing, the cars do have really good presence. And when you see them in person, they have really good presence. They're good looking cars. And I can assure you, once people start to modify them to look like the car show variant when they started to introduce it, the prototype vehicle that they introduced to us with the bigger wheels, and it was lowered and it had a larger front apron. Once people start putting front lips and spoilers and lowering them and putting nicer, larger wheels, shout out to CJ on 32s, not my thing. That thing looked terrible. Huge wheels, narrow fit, it just looked terrible. That's not my thing. Me, I'm the type of guy that the car is gonna be, if I had one, the car would be slammed. I'd figure out a way to put some sort of a concave looking wheel on it, probably 21s, maybe 22s, all-wheel drive 22s. That's a big car. 22s, brushed finish, black. It would look crazy. I mean, you guys see my red Hellcat, how good that car looks. So I would apply the same rulings, and it will look. It's a good looking car at the end of the day. The back, I'm not the biggest fan of, but especially from the front, it's a good looking car. It just needs mods to bring it out. Anyway, it's your boy Stefan here from Mod to Fame. And if you like this video, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, share, hit that bell notification so you don't miss no more videos going forward. Dropping another video this weekend with the Red Eye. I took it to my wife's hometown, a small town, and we ripped that thing on the street in a small town, some back roads. We had some good times. Oh man, you guys gonna like it. See you on Saturday. Peace.